Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Urban Spokesman. I'm Chris Sanders, and today I want to talk about a few things. Just want to go over what's in the news, maybe look at a few Reddits, a few tweets, just see what's going on. All right, let's get started. Yeah, that pedestrian who was hit. That pedestrian who was hit earlier this year, they have died. Sadly, they have died. I don't know what it's going to take for the city to do more on pedestrian and cyclist safety, but we really need to rethink, having 3.5 million cars inside of New York City in such a small space. I mean, what could possibly go wrong? Um, and then we see here, well, okay, I don't know if the dot is admitting to endangering cyclists, but they basically don't want, they're not mandating that the construction company create a protected bike lane, which, that's technically against uh, the law for them not to create a temporary bike lane when they block the bike lane on a street. Um, in other community boards, other areas, especially in Manhattan, you know, the community board would not let it go without a complaint. I mean, on Ninth Avenue, I was in one of their board meetings, the Hell's Kitchen. I forget the exact community board number, but they were super adamant about when you are reconstructing the street, you need to recreate the bike lane while you go through it. So you know, so the Department of Transportation is foregoing a city law by refusing to create a temporary bike lane to protect cyclists on 4th Avenue amid construction along the crucial Brooklyn corridor, a pro-car anti-safety move that one activist called, I won't say that, but yeah, I mean, he's technically not wrong. So yeah, um, so that's what's going on. You can read the article here. Um, so yeah, so something to be concerned about. Okay, let's see here. I want to look at some other. Oh, haha. Okay. Wow. So someone else was killed. Well, not killed, but critically injured. Um, that's not good. No one should be injured just trying to exist. Um, so yeah. So there we are. All right. Next thing. Yes. So, Casey is back exposing. Yeah, he made a video. He made a video on YouTube, and he's exposing the. He talks about the whole idea about parking bounties and stuff like that for people parked, uh, double parked, illegally parked. And he said he really only felt comfortable reporting on police, but I think you should report everybody. You don't know if the person is a police or not, or you only know if it's a police car or not, but you don't know if the person driving the regular standard vehicle is not a police. But secondly, everybody should be held accountable. I mean, we're not talking put them in jail. We're talking, a fine. And on average, people who drive in New York City, everybody knows, say it with me, they are rich, and we do not cry for rich people they will be just fine. So, so yeah, certainly snap a photo, send it in, put some money in your pocket. I'm here for it. So, all right. So, but the video's super entertaining. You know, I love it. Oh, let's look at Reddit. Our micromobility. What do we got? What do we got? Okay, I'm gonna do a plus, 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 just to make it bigger. Oh yeah, look at 34th Street. Isn't that wonderful? I mean, open street. I love it. I absolutely love it. So, so we're, our micromobility on the 30th is doing a Halloween ride to nowhere. And let's see here. What are the details? As the title states, this is a very casual type event for all ages, micromobility devices, scooters, bikes, one-wheel skateboards, whatever. We will go as slow as the slowest person. It is just nice to get out and ride in costume on Halloween. We plan to ride from the Queensboro Bridge, bike lane entrance at Crescent Street out through the highlights of recent Queens bike lane developments, taking in the 39th Ave bike lane, 39th Ave Bike Boulevard and the 31st Ave Open Street specifically. Many riders have not seen these yet, and it's always worth a sight. I imagine kids will also be out trick-or-treating on 34th Ave or in Sunnyside. Anyone and everyone that wants to join is extremely welcome. Come ride. Oh, and 2 p.m. All right, right at 2 p.m. Yes. So there it is. Sunday, 10:30, 2 p.m. Queensboro Bridge at Crescent Street. Be there. Be square, or don't be square. Dress up as a Halloween character. In any case, yeah, that's interesting. So what else we got? Oh, okay. Someone posting like 400 petitions they just created to demonstrate their website. I think we'll pass on that for now. Let's look at NYC bike. Okay. Oh, someone asking, is a bell useful? Yes. Yes, it is useful. You don't want to be screaming into the wind. The bell is there. Granted, a lot of people won't hear it, so when you get closer, if they still haven't heard it, then obviously, say something. Okay. Any news on West Side Greenway closure? Okay, it was originally supposed to close 4 months in May, then it was delayed in early September, but now it's October, and I'm starting to think that maybe it isn't closing this year. Anyone know what's going on? Every morning I wonder whether it'll be my last smooth commute for a while. So, oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, in Upper Manhattan Inwood area. Yeah, they need to pull it together. Um, so the Greenway needs significant repairs on the west side, particularly in the northern parts of the Hudson Greenway, um, and everyone rightfully brought up the fact that there were issues with the way they redirected the bike traffic up in Inwood area and Washington Heights area, and basically, so the city went to rethink it, and now it's been postponed. and no one quite understands what's going on. So that's what this person is asking about. Well, they need to get their project finished, started and finished. Also, tour de Bronx this weekend. Let's see here. So, oh, that's the Onion. Oh, Transportation Department unveils good luck signals for pedestrians to cross intersections. Oh, wow. Wow. I mean, basically, you're taking your own life into your own hands if you cross the street, but walking, gasp, walking. The streets are for cars. But obviously, that's a joke. So Tour de Bronx, let's ride. Tour de Bronx is back with a 25-mile live bike tour of the Bronx. So you can now register for the event again. I guess they changed their mind because it had sold out probably instantly. Whew. And now the demand is higher, probably higher than they expected. And so I know I wasn't originally going to go, but now I'm going to go. So there you go. Yeah, if you're interested in getting, one more ride in this year, before it gets super cold, this Sunday, yes, the 23rd, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Also, it's going to be like 66 that day, 65, mid 60s, whatever it is. So it's and sunny. So I think it's a good day to, hop on and ride in the Bronx. So let's see here. All right. So now that we've got that, oh yeah, the police were doing bike traps again earlier today. Yes, Schwalbe tires are amazing. This person's talking about how great Schwalbe tires are, and I must agree. I have them on my bike. So, yeah. All right. Let's see here. Let's go now to Bike Twitter. See if anything new went on. Aha! So something did go on.
Welcome to our Harlem family bike ride. We're going to be doing bike ride all the way from 110th Street all the way to 152nd Street and finishing at Jackie Robinson Park. So this district in particular here in Central Harlem has the least amount of bike infrastructure in all of Manhattan and also has no fully protected bicycle lane.
Harlem is a historically black community. I've lived here for over a decade and we've never had safe bike infrastructure.
In the past 5 years on ACP Boulevard, 3 pedestrians have been killed and traffic crashes have caused injuries to more than 166 pedestrians and 138 cyclists.
We had launched a campaign earlier this year to push for the Department of Transportation and the city to develop the first fully protected bike lane along the center medium of 7th Avenue, Adam Clayton Powell Boulevard. And we've made a lot of progress. We have over 2,000 signatures supporting the campaign. So we're out here celebrating, but we're also out here showing that Harlem wants and needs its bike infrastructure.
By connecting it to Central Park, it also gives black and brown people who typically live in Harlem and the Bronx safe passageway to Central Park.
I love riding in Central Park and I also want to be able to ride to the Bronx.
Very important because it's going to be more safe for the people that are riding bike or having fun or go to work.
100%. We need it so bad.
We need it now.
The best kind of protected bike lane is a police escort protected bike lane. We love it. Usually I'm stressed out, I fear for my make a difference, and I just want to be a part of it.
This is about equity. The same way in education, the same way in a lot of social justice issues. This is why we have to support council people like Kristen Richardson Jordan, because she fundamentally understands that this is something that Harlem needs. This is something that Harlem deserves.
So, yes, there was the Harlem family bike ride this past weekend, and yes, I was there with Sean and Sandra and Tom and a whole bunch of other great people. And we were, originally just gonna ride it ourselves, but then, just, kind of stealthily do the bike ride. But then, the NYPD gave us a permit, and they gave us a special escort all along Adam Clayton Powell up to the Jackie Robinson Park. So it was a nice, quick bike ride to, start advocating more aggressively for protective bike infrastructure in Harlem. As you all know, Black people are 4 times more likely to be killed or hurt or in a crash from a car hitting them, as a pedestrian or a cyclist in Harlem. So that's something we should take into account, and we should fix it. Looking forward to working with all of the community leaders, the unelected ones and the elected ones, to rectify this as soon as possible. Technically, I don't feel like I should have to beg for safety in my community. Like, please give us crumbs that everybody else gets in Manhattan. And I don't think, a few unelected people should be able to say no to traffic safety for the rest of the constituents. So in Harlem specifically, roughly 80% of the people take the train or bus or ride the subway or bike. And then the other 20% drive, and even some of those people, the other 20% own cars, and out of those people, many of them do not drive regularly. So we would like to create a protected bike lane on Adam Clayton Powell going up the center median, and connecting Harlem, the Bronx, to Central Park safely through this Central Harlem bikeway. Just the little things. One of the things I'm doing on the side, advocating for that. And you know what I'm curious about? So there was the 3rd Avenue. There's supposed to be a meeting about 3rd Avenue today. So let's see if anyone had any information. And let me look at BAR. Let's look at Barman and see. So this is people wanting the dot to add protective bike lanes in their communities. So let's see here. I want to see if so tonight they had a meeting about 3rd Avenue. So they're going to put a bike lane on 3rd Avenue. I want to see if they actually, the community board, went ahead and voted for it. August. Okay, don't know about that. It's not New York. All right. Oh my, okay, right. Okay, nope, that's different Third Avenue. Okay, so maybe that's not gonna. I thought people would be, tweeting about it, but in my feeds. So let's see here. Okay. I'm not interested. I'm just not interested in voting Republican right now. So there you go. Not. They're just not. They're not offering anything. What are they going to do? They say, "Oh, why do you have your hand out?" Well, that's what we're here for. Like, you want my vote? You will have to pay for it. Bottom line. Like, Democrats offer health care, civil rights, women's rights, and the economy is usually better under Democrats, but, um, you know, but whatever. Bike lanes. So, okay, so I guess I don't know. So I'm going to have to look this up a different way. Tools, anytime, 24 hours. I see nothing yet. All right, let me type. No. Okay, so I guess no one's going to update anybody yet on what happened at the community board meeting on the Upper East Side. So I will find that out for you all and get back to you on that. I thought someone would tweet it or talk about it or anything, but it doesn't look like they want to. They are, they talked about it or. Okay. Here it is. There we go. Community Board 8 just voted to support the major redesign of 3rd Avenue. It will be a huge improvement for cyclists, bus riders, and pedestrians. It's now up to Dot and the New York City Mayor Eric Adams to get stuff done. So, yeah. No, City of Yes. Well, Community Board 8 said yes. So, yeah, we'd love to see it. It should go all the way up 3rd Avenue into the Bronx, all the way up, up. So, in any case, yeah, this is wonderful news. I know so here's the design for it, right? They're going to make a parking protected bike lane, an offset bus lane, The benefits of these things: they calm traffic, reduce speeding, improve safety for all users, provide safer dedicated space for cyclists that is separated from moving vehicles, improve bus speeds and operations. The vehicle volumes, they're going to stay roughly the same. So there you go. So you see the before here, and then you see the after here. So with the bike lanes, the only problem I have with this bike lane and the way this street is designed with the new treatment is that I believe the bike lane should be a cycle track. Why do I believe the bike lane should be a two-way cycle track, 8 feet on for each side of the cycle track? Is because this way cyclists are going to salmon on this no matter what. They're going to salmon, and so why not just plan for it, as a way to, one, encourage cyclists to cycle more, but also to give more of the street back to people who are not in cars, or who are not storing their vehicle on the street. Of course, I support delivery zones, organized delivery zones and delivery times. And I think you could probably get away with cutting a lane of traffic. But this is what people could get past right now. And there's probably a financial aspect to, doing a minimal treatment. But this is very good because on the Upper East Side, they had neglected building protective bike lanes for decades, and so now we are here. So now we just need one on Fifth Avenue. We need a protected cycle way going all the way around Central Park and connecting the greenways to the park, greenways to the, via cycle tracks to both sides of the park that wraps around Manhattan. So here we are with some other things. Oh, you can see here, you see the bike lane. You can also see these little pedestrian islands that give people a little bit more space to, and it shrinks the street, it shrinks the distance that they need to cross in order to get to the other side before the light. This is particularly necessary for older people who don't walk as fast. So that's good. But I think they could have gone a little bit further and taken this third lane of traffic and created a two-way cycle track going in either direction on 3rd Avenue. But I mean, I'll take it. I mean, this will be a good start. It's something, I'll take it. But recognizing that we could probably do better if we were a little more ambitious and forward-thinking. Okay, so this is a little more about, turning lanes, parking. So install right turning lanes at intersections with higher volumes to reduce back pressure and to maintain clear bus lanes. Makes sense to me. Bus lanes on 3rd Avenue are super slow. Granted, not quite as slow as 125th Street, which the bus goes at like a snail's pace. So 3rd Avenue from 59 to 96 has the highest number of fatalities on the Upper East Side. Well, there you go. So that's why they want to redesign it. People have to die in order for the city to throw some paint on the ground. In order for the city to say, oh, maybe this is a problem. Maybe we maybe we should fix it. Yeah, so I guess every time someone dies, a bike lane is formed. I mean, and that's what is a hot mess, because I feel like that's completely avoidable. I don't know how you all feel or what you all think. Like, do you all think that's avoidable? I think it's avoidable. So here we are. All right. So there we are. They approved it. Community Board 8 Upper East Side has approved, a redesign of, or a rework of 3rd Avenue, a redesign. That's a strong word for paint. For basically painting painting a couple of lanes. But again, it's something. It's great. I love it. And all right, so that's what I wanted to go over. And I hope you all are having a wonderful evening, and let's make it a great day.